licensed daycare provider, a published author of 3 children's books, an advocate, a consultant, a veteran's wife, and a mother. If you need help setting up your daycare service or just looking for great ideas to incorporate a play-based learning approach as well as learn about research-based solutions to issues impacting education, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, share, like. Thank you. So we called for an Uber and it was time to go to the zoo. Here we are. We arrived at the zoo. This was so exciting because it's something we really wanted to do. We didn't have enough time in San Diego, but we wanted to come to the zoo. Everybody talks about the San Diego Zoo. So yes, we did want to come. So when we got here, man, this lion right here was just fascinating. We're like, whoa, if this is at the beginning of the zoo, what's gonna be all the way on the inside, you know? That's how wild we were. So this is really nice. We took some pictures here. At this time, the baby was sleeping. So I put him on my back and I wanted to be very, very comfortable. And that's me right there. Put the baby on my back and just kept going. So then we went to the, see how there are a lot of people here. At first we were nervous and scared. We're like, oh man, we're going to have to wait out here for too long. And it was drizzling, not a lot of rain, just drizzle. And it was kind of cold to be out there. So we're like, oh man, there's so many people here. But guys, the lines were fast. They weren't, and I think that when they saw we had a baby, they ushered us up faster. So we went to the ticketing area. I was just thinking that those people right in front of us, they had the most beautiful hair. Look at that. The boy and the girl, both of them. That's what I was just looking. I was like, man, that's a lot of good hair right there. But just taking the camera, just doing like a scan around so we can see how there was a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there, and there were a lot of there was a lot of space too. So it wasn't like cramped and congested. No. So there was John paying for our ticket. As usual, most places you go, any child under 2 is free. So the baby is free, but we had to pay. So after the ticketing area, you walk in to this this is like a corridor of some sort, and then you show them your ticket right there, and then they let you go through. So he scanned it, and then he was like, enjoy yourself. So what John was asking there was, is there anywhere we can put the car seat? Because the car seat will be a burden if we just want to keep carrying it everywhere we went, you know? So that guy told him, just go ahead and you'll see right there where they had the rentals. So when we got there, we put the car seat in and they registered it in and we paid for it. You have to pay for it for them to keep it for you, you know? So that's what we did. I still had the baby on my back. We did not need to rent a wagon, thank God, or a stroller. I just had him on my back at the beginning, and then later I let him roam free. It was fine. As long as we were right there with him, watching him, he just enjoyed roaming free, just moving around and looking at the animals and stuff. But before I get there, let me just keep telling you. And I love that buggy right there. We never did take it, but I saw it somewhere parked. I don't know. I think you have to pay for that too. But we were here to walk, and walk we did. We walked about 3 or 4 hours that day, just going from one end of the zoo to the next. And guess what? We wanted to see everything they had. I'm not sure we did, but we saw a lot of stuff. So I think John's finished paying for the stroller, right? And then he put it right there. So we started looking. This is the reptile. Look at that. Look at that. This is a reptile enclosure. Shoo! Look at that. And look at this one was moving. I think this is the San Diego brown snake, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, San Diego gopher snake. See? So so this was the reptile area. We're looking at the snakes and just learning about the reptiles. This one was right there under the logs. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there under the rock. So one of the ladies did tell us that she sells food here at the zoo. She did tell us that the plants at this zoo are very, very exotic and expensive. That even people come here more for the plants than the animals. So I really don't know much about plants, but I know that what I saw, like the palm trees, I haven't seen them in a long, long time. But here we were looking, and that tree right there, either is banana or plantain tree. We used to have that, at the back of our yards, but I haven't seen them in a long time. And when I was seeing all these exotic trees that I was used to in Africa, I was like, wow, that's amazing. But we just kept looking. Some of those enclosures, sometimes you're there. That's me right there. That's me right there in John. Sometimes you don't really see sometimes you don't really see anything in there. But look at the turtle. And look at the toddler. Oh my goodness. We wanted to show him what was in the cage, but he didn't want to listen. Oh well. He didn't want to see it. But he had a lot of freedom, and he enjoyed running around and seeing all kinds of animals. I know that he's a little bit young now, but we still taught him. We still told him the names. Sometimes he wasn't looking like he was paying attention, but I know he was, because having worked with little children for a long time, sometimes it's like they are not listening, but they are listening. They're learning. So we kept checking different enclosures, different cages, to see if we could see anything that was familiar or unfamiliar to us. And then you have to, like, in some places like this one, for instance, you have to like look really hard, because some of those animals are very good at camouflaging, with the environment, with the plants and trees in the environment. And that's what's happening here. So then we saw these crocodiles. Hey, everybody was like, are they alive? Are they dead? Are they statues? Are they real? They just were still. They didn't move a limb, they were still. So look, while you're looking at this, just look and see what I'm talking about. Not a single movement. But one of the ladies right beside us, she said, don't worry, when they're ready to eat, they will move and they will pounce. Excuse me. And she said they will move and they will pounce. Now they act like they are real slow, but they are not slow. They are very, very fast creatures. So while the man and and his twin were busy moving around and doing other things, I wanted to see the animals. So here's the brown turtle and tortoise, and these ones were right here. It just felt like you could just touch them. I know you can't touch them, I'm just saying. They were so close, very close and personal right there. So I stayed here for a while looking at them. Yeah, here we go. I don't even have words to say. But we kept moving, and that's the buggy and that we had seen, driving down the other time. And Hobby and his twin, they wanted to take a picture right there, and they did. And just watching the little boy roam around the zoo was fantastic. because it wore him out for days. He was done for days. He was tired. So we just kept going, looking at the zoo, trying to find different animals and plants, and just getting familiarized with the environment. So you can see what I was talking about. There were a lot of people, but there was also a lot of space. So you really did not feel cramped or congested, you know what I mean? So it was nice. When we had gone to the Richmond Zoo, there was like the reptile enclosure that we went in. My goodness, guys, it was HOT in capital letters. It was hot. But this was different. This was very outdoorsy, and that day was a nice day. It wasn't a very hot day. It was a little bit of wind. So then I noticed that some of the glass had mist on it, so it was hard to see the animals sometimes. Like here, that animal's right there under that rock. You know it's there, but you can barely make out the outline. See that? Can barely make out the outline. But that's, I don't know why. I guess it's the temperature, that made the glass like that. But we were still looking, trying to see if we could get some sneak peeks into what was there. It was fun. It was busy. We did a workout, a fun workout. You're working out, you're walking, and still seeing some really nice, fun stuff as you're walking along. So then we walked away from there. We just kept going. When we paid for ticket, we had the opportunity to get like a guided tour. No, we didn't want to get a guided tour. And then they had asked if we wanted to get on the bus. It's like a 2-story bus. No, we did not. We just wanted to explore this on our feet and also use it as a workout opportunity, So then as we kept walking, we found this really nice place right here, decorated, looking great, and they had food. So we did get some pizza. I don't think I have the video here, but I had done some live streams on TikTok, and I had it there. Like when we're eating, it was live streamed on TikTok. That's my husband John. So, the baby is somewhere around, just roaming and walking around. But it was so beautiful and colorful. And the pizza was delicious. And that was the lunch that we ate here. So this was a lady that told us, I don't know why it feels like I'm about to yawn, But this was a lady that told us that those plants are very, very expensive plants, that they really take good care of them. And some people come there just to see the plants and not even mostly for the animals. What she told us. But after we ate our delicious pizza, we kept exploring, kept moving, just looking, trying to discover different things at the zoo. And you will notice that we did get some popcorn, which I really didn't like. And you will notice that there's just people walking everywhere, just walking around, sometimes aimlessly, but it's a good thing. You're outdoors, you're breathing in the beautiful cool air, and you're seeing some fun stuff. They had bubbles here. And we stopped here for a few minutes so the baby can play with the bubbles. He loves bubbles. Like, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. And we went around just dancing and playing with the bubbles. And that was also fascinating and amazing. We did not buy any of these souvenirs because they are usually like 3 times more expensive than anywhere else. So, and the baby won't even know it. So we really didn't buy anything. When we went to Richmond Zoo, we bought a long snake, which the kids really love to play with now. But this zoo, we really didn't buy much. Actually, we didn't buy anything. So that's it. We just kept walking, different families doing their thing, people just walking around having fun. Sometimes I'll just wonder how people were, they had like three babies, one on one arm, the other one on the other arm, one on the stroller. Man, phew, they have a lot of energy. We had one and he kept us busy. In addition to the regular walking that we did at the zoo, he definitely kept us busy. So we just keep walking, exploring everything, not just the animals, also the stores, and just seeing people, just moving around and getting familiarized, getting ourselves familiarized with the environment, and keeping the baby busy. just walking, just taking it easy. And that's the zoo tick. We did not go in the zoo tick. We didn't want to be tempted to buy, something we really did not need, So that's what we're... And then we came to the monkey trails. Is what they called it. Hey, I don't know if it's just me thinking out loud or just thinking like that. In a zoo, I think the monkeys are the animals that are always happy. They are always happy. They're jumping around, they're running, they're just getting busy. It's just the monkeys that do that. Some of the animals that we saw, they said they had moved the birds from here, so there was really nothing there. Some of the animals we saw were grumpy and angry and tired, like the leopard and the lion. I'm sorry, not the lion. The leopard and the tiger, they were pacing and they just looked like they were not comfortable at all. But the monkeys, they are ever happy, ever jumping, ever playful, you know. And that's one thing I really like about them. Always happy. There's always something fun to see when you have monkeys around. And they had a lot of monkeys. So while we're going here, we had to take a short break on those benches. I didn't sit down. I just was looking around. But John and the baby, they took a break here. And then we started seeing the beautiful mammals. The monkeys, they were everywhere, different sizes. There were big ones and little ones and mamas and daddies. See what I'm saying? They are always ready to play, always busy. That's one thing I've noticed. Even if every other animal is grumpy and sad, monkeys are always happy. They have very high spirits, you know, and that's one thing I really like them for. So we saw a lot of monkeys, a lot. There were some with great displays of affection, some picking each other, some hugging each other because it was a little bit cold, and it was really nice. Oh, see more by observing quietly. You know, sometimes when you see monkeys, you just want to hug them and hold them, you know, but you really can't. But that's how you feel. You just want to hold them and give them a hug. But like I said, monkeys are always happy-go-lucky. So then we came this way, saw some little bitty fishes in the aquarium, and just looking, they had their names labeled everywhere. So I was still looking at them and trying to see what was going on here, you know. And I really did not expect that they will have little fish like this. I really didn't. But here they were, different species of fish. So you can see I took time here just looking. There's something calming and relaxing about looking at fishes. There's really the way they glide through water. You're just relaxed. You're just mesmerized. They mesmerize you when you look at them. So we were here for a while just looking, trying to see all the fishes and see if there was something else we were missing from in here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, prayers get answered, miracles still happen, and everything is possible. I'm just going to leave you with the rest part of the video. I will be sharing more of our trip on the shorts because there was a lot. I had a lot of footage. My phone died and then I went to my husband's phone and was using it to record. So there's a lot to share. And I may not even be able to share it, or I just don't want to be, constantly sharing the zoo videos when there are other videos to put out there. So thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you, love you, love you all. Bye.